Barney, a Super-Dee-Duper Day is a 2014 special, and this is all about having fun outdoors. We have two kind of main stories. The first revolving around having a sports day outside, and the second is a bit of a mystery. And this is because a ball goes missing, and BJ decides to don a very classic Sherlock Holmes detective outfit and tries to solve the case. It was interesting enough, but for me, both in terms of enjoyment and in terms of the benefits for viewers, I certainly prefer the first part where they're having their own sports day. I think most of us as children had our own little sports days, and it's a really great way to have fun and encourage physical activity and exercise. The children are running around, they've got their scooters. It's a great way to use the park space as well. And I feel like some of the songs I preferred were in the first part as well, but I'll get to the songs in a moment. The other great thing is that it focuses on a little girl called Jill who is very shy. And it's about having activities that she can take part in, about how to encourage her to feel a little bit more confident and a little bit happier with playing with other children and tending to the needs that she has, as well as allowing the children to do things that are great for them. And I think that that was a really, really great thing to do. And I think it worked really well, helping to be a bit more inclusive. And I loved it. The second half wasn't bad at all. There's nothing wrong with it. I just felt like the first had a lot more to offer. But the mystery element was quite good fun too. Everybody loves a mystery. So the songs, as I've mentioned many times, Barney is something that's very nostalgic for me, and that's mostly due to the songs. Most of the songs in this aren't actually very nostalgic for me. They're songs that I have discovered since recently rewatching Barney. But a couple of them I do remember quite well. The first one is the Having Fun song, which I think I remember from my childhood, not just with rewatching Barney, but either way, it's a great song. We also have Riding on a Bike, the Baby Bop Hop, you when you have a ball, and a couple of others that I thought were pretty great. So definitely a good mix of songs. Everything seems to go really well with the action that's unfolding on screen. There's a lot of editing in this, a lot of cutting to clips of random children doing random things, and as I've mentioned as well multiple times, I don't like that because it takes away from the sense of feeling like you're there with Barney. If it cuts to children in some random location, it pulls you out of that. But it's not so abundant that it would affect the enjoyment of the episode. I think A Super-Dee-Duper Day is the last Barney episode or special that I have to watch chronologically. I have some of the live shows that I want to go back and watch because I didn't. But in terms of the specials that were released, I think this is the last one. I'm not sure why they stopped or what's going on with Barney nowadays, but it's been an interesting journey. Very nostalgic. Some of these specials I had never heard of before, but it's great to see how educational they are, how children can watch them and feel like there's an understanding for their thoughts and feelings. And we have some great songs and a lot of wonderful makes and do's, DIYs, creativity, fun and games, stories. Basically, Barney will always be awesome, and A Super-Dee-Duper Day is a pretty good example of why that's the case.